had proposed at our last meeting, an approach to identify about $500,000 worth of cuts that would in fact could be put into the school budget. This would be not an override, but to put into the school budget in the event that an override question failed at the May election. And the reading I got from presenting that to my board was that there wasn't support for any of those ideas, at least that Monday. Everyone had their own, one person would support one thing and one another, but we didn't have, it's all about the votes, we didn't have a majority of the board that was willing to support any of the items that I had put up. So, Steve O'Leary asked town administrator to go back and take another look at it and to come up with some other ideas. And this one involves basically some, I don't want to call it clever financing, but financing things in a little different way such that we could generate $375,000 or $376,000. By the way, when I put the slide together, it was before the town administrator had come back and said he needed a $25,000 that was surplus, right? So, the number's probably around $350,000. Anyway, just to go through the math here, excess status quo budget, $23,699. And so that's a starting point. And then remove small cap from the town budget. It's historically the small capital items. And in the case of the town, it has a projector, it could be a copy machine, those kinds of items. He went through the entire town budget and said, let's remove them. And we will pay for them in October from the free cash that's generated this coming year. And to some degree, Phil, if you think about it, $522,000 that you talked about putting into this thing, first of all, isn't available yet. I mean,
Right.
we have it, but it hasn't been certified as free cash, so it's not in free cash. And of course, I had proposed in the town and accepted the concept of putting it in a debt stabilization fund. But as a safety net, if all of our, if we didn't generate any free cash, right, I know there's some funds there that we could deal with this. So it's an easy thing to.
My view of this is another way to do what I proposed to do.
Well, you can look
So
at it.
that's the way I view it.
I'll give
But
you.
I agree, you have no trouble with me, I agree with
Okay.
it.
Anyway, the idea would be to take the $85,200 out of this year's budget and out of the town budget, move it to the school budget, and fund those small cap items in October. Similarly, we looked at the small cap in the school budget. It was $120,000. And after talking to Cal Nelson and getting a breakdown, somewhere between $80,000 and $90,000, I didn't get an exact number, was for new textbook acquisitions. Not the textbook replenishment that is in each of the budgets. And I said, well, if we're going to do acquisitions, we really have to do it before October. So I said, we ought to fund that out of the free cash that we have today. And I'm going to flip to that slide very quickly here. We have $189,000 in free cash. This is what was certified last. Basically, it's the cash that was available on July 1st that wasn't used in the previous year. We have an article on the warrant to move $60,000 from free cash to purchase a requisition module for Munis that we overlooked on the initial purchase, in addition to some consulting and support fees to make this thing happen on a timely basis and to make it successful. We had also, the town administrator, had a police cruiser from the town budget on the $184,000, and we really need to put that in there. And then in the sanitation budget, this is a trash bill prior year that somehow slipped through the cracks when we made a change from one trash collector to another and didn't get paid. We have an obligation to pay that. which left, not quite $80,000, and I didn't think it was prudent to cut it to the limit, so I proposed that, we take $70,000 for textbook acquisitions and pay for them on a capital article at this town meeting rather than in the school budget. And then come back here in October to fully fund the balance of $120,000. In other words, fund the $50,000 that are short, taken out of the school budget that can be purchased during the school year, not necessarily impacting the overall programs. Additionally, we have held in our expense budget for employee health insurance 15% increase. We had hoped a week ago to have a final figure from the insurance company. We didn't get it. We had hoped that we would have it tonight. We still haven't got it. In fact, the town administrator's been told that we will probably get our new rates in around March 17th. And I'll come back to that in a minute. However, the rates that are going around, the average rate is about 6% increase. And North Reading typically has been double the average. And the reason for that is it just the makeup of our employees, the age of some of the employees and the retirees, we've been hit harder each year. So we feel now somewhat comfortable that we can reduce the amount that we're holding in that budget so we get a final number to 12%. And it's about $47,500, I think, per percent. So that's where that number comes from. Basically, it's a savings in our fixed cost that we can then apply to school funding. Now, on the 17th, if we get better news, then we will, since the warrant will have been signed and gone to the printers, we will do what we did last year, and we will make budget amendments and have a handout sheet at town meeting. And what we do with this money will depend on a lot of things that get discussed here later this evening. So that produced $376,000. I guess you could take the 25 out that we'd like to take off the top. $350,000 currently of additional money that I'm proposing that we put into the school budget. These tend to be easy ones because we're not impacting the risk we're taking. We're using free cash capital that we could use for other things in October. But beyond that, the health insurance is going to be what it is. The amount of money then, $350,000 will go over to the school. We're going to talk about some additional items in a second here, although this is where the discussion is going to go. So given that, and by the way, the $350,000 number that the board had kind of tried to get to was a target originally to fund the resources required for art, music, and PE to eliminate the Wednesday early release day. And that was where the board was going, and that was the result of a lot of you people here tonight standing in our face over this issue. The school department, and I'm sure the superintendent is going to have an opportunity to present what he would do with additional money, which doesn't quite fit that bill. And, I have to respect it from the point of view, I'm not trying to run the school department. It's their responsibility. We have a responsibility based on the fact that we're allowing our school system to deteriorate. We can't want to further do it. And we really need to replenish some of the things that we've done last year, right, to support finding some money. And it's up to the school department to decide what to do. So with that, I want to go, are there any questions, first of all, from board members at this point? A couple of you haven't had the opportunity got the information.
Before we discuss this number, though, are we gonna hear from the school department? on
Yes,
what
I'm
they're gonna do
gonna
with it?
present
Okay.
some additional cuts, and then
Okay.
we'll,
Because I'd like to hear where I think it makes a difference to know where the money's gonna go.
well, we don't know we don't know what the amount is yet,
Right.
okay?
I agree.
All right. So, other service cuts to consider. These are not necessarily in any order. Town administrator might want to comment on a couple of them, but, I put back the recreation department. The recreation department, there's still $100,000 in money funding the recreation department. It could be turned into a total fee-based operation. Keep in mind that we've already taken almost $50,000 from recreation and told them to put that position in their revolving fund, which results in increased fees. The library, and this is just to get an idea of what happened. We cut the library hours in half. We would lose certification, and we would be out of the consortium, but we could save $125,000. Treasurer's office, there's currently a vacancy that has not been filled yet. This is as a result of the town treasurer, collector resigning, and someone internally being promoted into that position. We haven't backfilled. CPC office, there's a position there. This is the amount that's estimated that can be saved in these particular positions. Town clerk's office, DPW, HR, we've got a half-time HR, we'd be eliminating it altogether. And then the police, the two positions in the police. And if you look at the reductions in the employee list from the town administrator's point of view, he would take them in the order that they show up on the slide, beginning with the treasurer's office. I believe that's his ranking. And that would total, if we did everything, an additional $495,000. So if you look at the 495 and you look at this number, it comes close to the entire override, the entire city budget additional money request. Now, I don't expect that the board is going to buy into a little thing, but this is what's on the plate, this is what we need to discuss. And I think I'll open it for discussion, and maybe you can get back out of here.
Can I ask a question, Bob, before you sit down? Bob, you stated that if in fact this was to happen, maybe I misheard you, that you would start at the treasurer's office and not at the top?
That's the ranking.
The ranking of,
Well, the ranking starts at
reductions of
recreation.
employees.
Oh, the ranking on
Yeah.
reductions of employees.
I said it's not in any particular order, except that in the employees, Greg had said, if I were reducing employees, I would do it in this order. Am I correct? Greg? Do I have the ranking right?
As far as, if you would-
I'd reserve the right to go back and revisit that. I think it's pretty scary to just drop that on the meeting tonight. Thank you.
Yeah. This is employees.
Okay, gentlemen, before we open it up for public discussion,
So I want to get it out.
I think I'd like to get where we might be with a number, and then you can do your, that makes sense? Steve?
I think, first of all, you were waiting to hold off to hear what,
Yeah, I wanted to get, if we're gonna take some things right off the table, from a board point of view, there's no sense having a discussion on it. Or do you think you'd like to get some input
yeah,
first?
I think, personally, I think I'd like some input first, just from an overview, to see exactly what the school department is looking to restore with X number of dollars,
Okay.
and in what order.
All right,
Yeah,
fine.
because I think that would help us prioritize certain
Okay.
things in our own
All right.
minds.